Behind the perimeter fence, an old airbase surrounded by fields as far as the eye can see. But it's thought this corner of rural Essex is about to become home to 1,500 asylum seekers, all of them men.
Well, things have moved really fast.
Over the past week, Tony Clark Holland has watched as trees have been cut down near his home and barriers put up.
The white windows, you can see the brown ones on the left there.
Windows have also been replaced in unused accommodation blocks.
Ask the questions and we're just getting stonewalled. We've had no communication, so we're not prepared, and it's really about the impact it'll have on not only the local community but also the services as well, doctors, dentists, police, all those things.
The site is currently home to the Ministry of Defence Police, as well as army families who are expected to be rehoused.
One of the biggest worries is what so many men would do with their days. Now, they could brave the narrow country lanes and walk to one of the local villages, like this one, Finchingfield, a couple of miles away. Then they could catch a bus, for example, to the town of Braintree. That's if they had any money.
Braintree District Council says it strongly believes that the site is unsuitable, adding that the Home Office continues to indicate that it hasn't made a decision yet. It's understood the base would be used for new arrivals, but it's all part of the government's plan to ultimately move asylum seekers out of around 400 hotels, like this one being used 15 miles from Wethersfield in Marks Tay.
Rather than spending hundreds of millions of pounds on these sorts of camps and unsuitable areas, the government needs to be looking at making sure that people are processed through the system faster, that they can start to rebuild their lives.
130 miles north, the concerns are echoed at RAF Scampton in Lincolnshire, the former home of the Red Arrows, and before that the famous Dam Busters. The local council had only just approved a deal to develop the 800-acre site earlier this month, when talk began of asylum seekers being housed there.
The deal that we had on the table less than 24 hours before the government announced that they might use Scampton for this purpose was great for my area. It was great for local residents. It was going to bring thousands of jobs, £300 million of investment.
It's thought that between Scampton and Wethersfield, a total of 3,000 people would be temporarily housed. More than that have already arrived on small boats this year. The government says the pressure on the asylum system is unprecedented, and it's committed to engaging with local authorities and key stakeholders. But those living close to the old air bases are clear. They feel they're being kept in the dark. Emma Birchley, Sky News, Essex.